It's shockingly dark out there. The vendor says you can browse his goods any time during opening hours. Wants you to know you won't find a better deal anywhere else. Always a deal to be made. Sold it. Green in the bank. Ka-ching! Stash for your trash. Nice not to have that around anymore. Done and done. The vendor says you can a sealed deal. You have a chance to change the future for good or bad. The vendor says you can browse his goods anytime during open. Wonders why you're in such a hurry. They've got plenty of stock. peddler is eager for you to have a look at the wares. Hopes you're selling too. They're always looking to replenish their store. Let's see. Yuck! Biohazard. Sickening. Give it a little kick. Now that's a flesh wound. Neutralized. Grit. Bang, bang. That's an improvement. There's no time to look back. Too busy moving on. That's a gnote. Easy prey for Looper Lupin. For everyone else, they're a perfect mount and easily tamed if they are kept fed. Slice and dice. Good ride long. Tell it, no biting. That hurt 'em. Hot metal. Could be this key. You need to believe how serious this is if you want to have any effect on it. The deep cut. You're here for a reason. It's up to you to figure out what that is. That's just nasty. Biohazards make you puke. The Vespidat outpost, long-time home of the Myriad tribe. Thinks the world seems smaller now it's spinning down the drain. They saw a Terra Globus a while back, a round world map. Something like that might do a traveler like you some good. Says it's like a regular map, but you spin it. Says the Terra Globus would be easier to find if you had it, right? A world map like the Terra Globus would be so useful for a wanderer like you. Most never wander out of their region, but you're ready to see the world. Thinks you're the right person for the globe. Wonders if Ankati can find some war air so they can catch up with the Myriad. Didn't have much else to say, so no problem. Let's see. It's so warm here. Welcome to the Surf Ephemeral, where the horizon rests on the surfy pool. Someone could probably make good use of that plastic scrap over there. Just what you were looking for. There's something there. Skronkers. You hardly ever see those. Angry that the end of the world means running from monsters. If you're not good at it, you should practice on a run bed first. It's called a tread run board. Like maybe they used it to grind treads. Figures it's better to get good at running before you wind up running for your life. Says a run board is big, like a piece of walkway with wheels. It might be broken, but you can fix it. Maybe. Then you can practice running inside, where it's safer. Like the way your mind runs.
But I realize.
Complains that some are just holed up and waiting for the tree of life to topple over. Their pal Gulp built a floating raft with a bar in it. He just sits there all day getting blitzed on radium syrup. Says the bar floats, but it's somewhere on the Surfipelago. Believes Gulp's bar is in the part of the goo shore called the Surfipelago. It has the best surfing around. Look for the waves. And when you're done surfing the goo, join Gulp for a drink. Says Gulp's always a good bar buddy. You're poking around Pokbur, a prime village. Shut. Says the tribe Sifu sent them here to help defend against the rival tribe that's been terrorizing their village. Isn't sure how long the village will last if it continues. As if the plague ruining the land and destroying the crops wasn't enough to bring the village to its knees already. That's what they call the blight that's been haunting the land since the old world ended in the apocalypse around here. The Sifu asked you to help, and that's what you must do. Shine's happy that the Myriad can count on a friend as bright as you. Thinks it's a good day and is happy you're a part of it. says you'll meet again. The Sifu asked you to help, and that's what you must do. The tree's going to bleed death from its roots if you keep taking her for granted. Wishes you'd been better as a kid, but is glad you finally figured it out. Says you should take it easy. The Sifu asked you to help, and that's what you must do. Says talking to you was interesting. Complains it's impossible to keep anything safe now that the world is coming to an end. They found a stronk box once that might be able to stand up to even the Lupin's teeth. It was too heavy for them, but someone like you could carry it. Figures there's only one way to know for sure. Says the stronk box isn't too far away, unless someone else moved it. Just go grab that stronk box and haul it out of there. Too good to just leave it. Without you, it's just going to rust bust. Figures you'd be the best safekeeper around. Peddler is eager for you to have a look at the wares. Hopes you're selling too. They're always looking to replenish their store. Let's see. This place is wonderful, but this isn't a vacation. This here is the Sinky Dink, home of Gulp, at the very least. The surf is hypnotic. E-waste, the stuff you need. Check out all the islands when you can. Don't know what that e-waste was. This here is the Sinky Dink, home of Gulp, at the very least. Yeah. Let's see. He's pretty sure he's heard of you before, although the details are maybe a little hazy. He wonders if you have something for him to drink. Points out that he's hungry too, but always thirsty for more. Says you look like you've got a powerful thirst to do something in this world. Good, bad, not really sure, but it seems like you've been drinking in your destiny and liking the flavor. Wonders if you could take the time to help a man slake his own thirst. You'd be doing him a liquid solid. You're a do-gooder, so you know you want to. Either way, he hopes you find a way to wet your whistle before the world comes to an awful dry end and leaves us all thirsting for more. Says life's like a mystery drink. Sometimes it's amazing, and sometimes it's awful. But either way, you can't stop drinking till you're dead. Sure, but that's nowhere near as quick and easy. Who wants to stop to chew? Wants to raise a glass to you getting the world fixed up a bit. Respects how you always try to help, no matter that the world's fate is hard to swallow. Sees why you joined up with the Myriad. They like a peaceful drink, just like you. Something calm and soothing for your belly. But who cares about them? Says you'd be as bummed out as him if you came for the hot stuff. The Glugmocker, Nimhimbibble, and his favourite radium syrup. That one's even more intoxicating now, aged in truck tankers and all. Without a drink, and radium syrup especially, he can't move, much less think, as the power of his mind is directly proportioned to the quantity of syrup he swigs. That's why he's called Gulp. The drink helps him forget the state the world is in, but it only lasts until tomorrow. The world is still doomed, even if the sun goes up. Figures the real problem is finding something to drink. He wants you to know he has other interests too. He's the Surfipelago's self-proclaimed ornithologist, for example. There are other ways than a cold drink to relieve stress, even in these dark times, and, fortunately for you, he can help. Watching Pippi's flap is calming, but better yet are the ones you can look at and touch, like quacks. Squeezing them is a great way to relax. They're better at floating than flapping, so you should be able to net a few without growing yourself a pair of wings. The Eastern World Eater gets more dangerous by the day. Says you're welcome back. Heroes inspire in a way nothing else can. But relaxing isn't really your thing. No running. Leave that ride. Metal ride. This could be the beginning of the end. of everything. The Quack Hollow, it's just lonely. Maybe do that again later. Seems sturdy enough. Locked. Nothing simple. It's locked. This story is about a hero. You should be able to use that. That's short. You need to line up the switches so they match. Good. That's enough electric current to initiate the actuators and activate the framework. Dust it off and start cutting. This is a smoother ride than you'd think. Back on your own 2 feet? Gulp says he'll bibble anything once, as long as it's drinkalicious, even rocket fuel. He once mixed up some tankers and drank that. It was a real lift-off. That leads him to the bottom of that particular bottle, radium syrup. If only he could find a tanker truck to empty. He's not in a state to go looking, so he's counting on you to help. Go find him a tanker truck and bring back some of that precious radium syrup. Please. Says they might be good for other things, but not for anything better than adding zing to your drink.
Oh, yes. That is deliciously dark of you.
Hear that? Dark tastes foul.
Wait, what? Now it's about flavors, what?
You probably taste as bad as you smell.
Well, you'll never find out.
Stay dry and steer fast. That was fun? Let's see. Wood scrap. The one kind of scrap you could actually still find growing. Figures the only thing you can still count on as the world ends is the night sky twinkles. Their pal Nova studies them from atop a lookout tower. Used to watch them with her pops, but he's missing now. Thinks she's atop her tower every night at least. Says you should look for Nova's tower and chat with her. The tower can be hard to see after dark, but it's worth it. Maybe you can help find her pops. Knew they could count on you. What with the Looper-Lupin scratching at every door, wishes they could talk to friends who live far away. There's so much to say, but so little time left. There's a pling-plong booth you might be able to fix up to help with that. Says some are inside, some are outside and easier to spot. Just got to look. The pling-plong booth's not around here, but it's big. Can't miss it. Once you find it, see if you can get it wired up for talk time again. Maybe then they can speak with their faraway friends again. Says you'd be doing a world of good. This thing needs new bounce aubers. The salt feels crusty on your skin. You can make so many amazing things out of wood scrap. This is a quarrel spot. So many wars have been fought over this patch of dirt. What a waste. Wow. Nice. Some barked wood scrap for you. For some, the night brings terror. Has no doubt you've earned the trust and support of this village. Actions speak louder than words. You did good here. Is always willing to listen. You did good here. Wonders why you can't see how pointless all your efforts are. Remembers you as a quiet kid. Grateful you got over that. Understands you have things to do. Is always willing to listen. You did good here. Understands completely. We all share the same destiny, destruction or survival. That's enough quacks to sustain the Googlide flipper with infinite ammunition. Goop says he was there when the Porky Puff took Out-of-Date's leg, so this World Eater has made it personal. After that, Out-of-Date started using his head instead of his legs and came up with the plan on how to best make a stand against the World Eaters, and it wasn't by foot. He seems happy to talk. Says there's an interesting place nearby that no one knows about, but doesn't really want to talk about it right now. Not sure if you're likable enough to be let in on it. Says you look trustworthy. Might as well tell you where it is. Says your follower is a fascinating piece of metal. Says you covered the important things already. He seems happy to talk. Wonders what kind of good you'll get up to today. You and the Netra tribe share ideals, and that's a risk. True balance requires equal parts of opposites. Didn't have much else to say, so no problem. He seems happy to talk. Understands you have other places you need to go. Ready to roll? The day is calling. Like walking down a trail. The best stories are about heroes. This is such a story. Plastic scrap stays forever, but maybe you can make something out of it. Shopperias like that used to have tons of things for sale, but most of it has gone missing over time. Can't be too many days like this left at the rate the world is ending. Feels good to know you met the old one. He knows more about nature and how to fix it than anyone. We'll be around when you return. This gutway has centuries of old waste. Super effective. Good hit. Hold on to that. Get out of here. There's still time before the dawn. That will come in handy. flex those smart muscles and open the hatch. That should be enough glow juice for two. Feels dank down below the dirt. That should be enough glow juice for two. Smell the salt in the air. Back before the world was ending, they say they had hopes. Harder to come by now. Maybe a working ray lighter would brighten things up a bit. Depends on how you use it, though. Figures it would be easy if it was on, but you'll have to find it first. Figures the ray lighter is too dangerous to leave lying around. You should grab it before someone else does. Otherwise, they might wind up on the ray lighter's wrong end. Says they'd love to see that happen.